How's it going, YouTube? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 in the clay colorway. Before we move on, today's video is sponsored by Rose Gold and Black. So they're an Australian-based men's jewelry and accessory company producing some very high quality, very versatile, and very dope product overall. Personally, I'm a big fan of their designs and their products, despite not being a huge jewelry or accessory guy. So if you guys are interested in their stuff, there's exclusive pricing for my viewers only via the link down below. This pair dropped today, March 30th, for $220 US or $300 here in Canada. Locally here in Toronto, these were available pretty much at all our local boutiques such as Livestock and Haven, and they were also available at select Foot Action, Champs, and Foot Locker locations. So I personally entered a handful of raffles and I got a raffle win at the Foot Action Eaton Centre in downtown Toronto. So this clay colorway of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 model is a regional exclusive similar to the Trueform colorway and the Hyperspace colorway that dropped a few weeks back. While those two colorways were exclusive to their own regions in the world, this clay colorway was exclusive to North America and South America. So diving straight into the shoe, this clay colorway takes the familiar 350 V2 model, and specifically the more recent colorways that have had that translucent stripe running across the lateral side of the shoe. As we take a closer look at the upper, so this shoe is constructed using prime knit, and in this case the prime knit is a combination of this almost burnt orange color with gray. Similar to all your other 350 V2 models, the prime knit in this case is also very flexible and very stretchy. In terms of laces, so we have your standard Yeezy Boost 350 V2 rope laces, and this is also done in that same sort of burnt orange color. As we move on to the lateral side of the shoe, so here, as I mentioned earlier, we have that translucent stripe. So being translucent, this means that your sock game will be important when you rock these. You'll also notice that on the forefoot area, there's this underlying layer, which is visible through this translucent stripe, and it sort of has that Swiss cheese sort of appearance with those holes running throughout. As I flip these over to the medial side, so on this side, there is no stripe. In this case, this is entirely done in solid prime knit. Moving on to the back of the shoe, so here we have your signature pull tab, and this is done in this bright neon orange color. So the interior of these clays is done in, you guessed it, this clay sort of color. And then on the back heel, we have your signature Adidas 3 stripes, and this is done in 3M. As I pull out the insole, so here we have your standard Yeezy Boost 350 V2 insole. The insole is done in that same tonal fashion, and then we have the Adidas and Yeezy branding found on the heel. So the upper of these clay Yeezys sits atop this full-length Boost midsole. The Boost, similar to all the other colorways, is encased in this rubber carrier. And for this clay colorway specifically, this rubber is semi-translucent, so you can sort of see that Boost underneath. And then we also have that signature rib pattern that's found along the length of the midsole. One other small thing I want to point out is on the back heel, the rubber that's found on the bottom outsole wraps up and onto the midsole. So there's a slight color change found on this portion when you compare it to the rest of the midsole, and it sort of has a bit more of a darker burnt appearance to it. Finally, as I flip these over to the bottom, so here we have your standard Yeezy Boost 350 V2 outsole. So this outsole is entirely done in this clay color. We have the exposed Boost found on the forefoot and this triangular portion on the bottom heel, and it's finished off with this Boost branding on the bottom. So in case you guys are wondering how do these fit, so my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and all my Yeezy 350 V2 colorways are a size 10.5. So in this case, I picked these guys up in a size 10.5, and they fit pretty much identical to all my other colorways. If anything, they run similarly to the static 350 V2s, so I know for that shoe, a lot of people said that they run a little bit bigger. So I can see that this is the case for these guys as well, but overall, I still feel like half a size up is the right way to go. Especially if I'm wearing thicker socks, I can still feel a little bit of that pinching from a top-down perspective. So I personally wouldn't go true to size, but at the end of the day, it's how you prefer to wear your shoes. Next up, in terms of comfort, so this shoe, as I've mentioned many times in the past, is exceptionally comfortable. You can really feel that Boost underneath your feet, and coupling a very plush midsole with this very flexible and very breathable prime knit upper results in a shoe that, in my opinion, is one of the best from a comfort standpoint. So with all that said, now let me lace up these clays and I'll show you guys how these guys look on feet. You know, with all that talk about Yeezys being dead and how they're just oversaturating the market with too many colors, I personally found that this clay colorway was a bit more of a refreshing change. Regardless of Yeezy or Adidas or Nike or any other brand, this is a very unique color in my eyes. Also, the fact that this is a regional exclusive, meaning that Yeezy fans in Europe or Asia or all across the globe outside of North America and South America, they are going to have to do their work to get their pairs. So currently the resale price for my size at least is hovering around 400 to 450 Canadian dollars, which depending on how you look at it is pretty good, especially when you compare it to the stinker of recent Yeezy releases. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this clay colorway of the Yeezy Boost 350 V2. Did you guys get a W or an L on this pair? And if you did get a W, is this something you plan on keeping and rocking? Or it's something you plan on flipping or trading away? For me, I think this colorway is unique enough that I do plan on rocking these once the weather gets a bit warmer. So if you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. Before we sign off, one final thank you goes out to the sponsor of today's video, Rose Gold and Black. So once again, if you are interested in their product, I'll add their website, their social media, all that stuff down below. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.